Today, I'm going to teach you how to stop making so many noob mistakes in Counter-Strike 2. We are going to cover a bunch of different common mistakes that newer players are making, and sadly, I see even 2000 ELO players on Faceit suffering from some of these. So by the end of this video, you are going to get smarter, you're going to learn something, so hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. I'm not going to waste your time. The first thing that I see players doing wrong, especially at low ELO, this is mostly just a low ELO problem, is guys, anytime that you win a round, you should never have a pistol. Now, the exception to this is maybe you're an opper and you guys win pistol round, you know the other team is going to be on eco, so maybe you just have dual Berettas or something. That is the 1% exception. 99% of the time, anytime that round that you're in spawn and you're like, what do I buy this round? Well, if you won the round prior, you better be buying at least a Mac 10 if you think they're on eco, at least a Galil or FAMAS, or an op if you can afford it. There's never a situation where you do not want to buy that weapon unless you're an opper, right? So if you're a rifler 100% of the time, if you're an opper and you think you can ego the guys, sure. But I see way too many noobs buying that deagle when they had just won, and you're just taking a fair fight. Why would you want to take a fair fight inside of Counter-Strike 2? And you're like, well, coach, I build up my eco. I'm trying to, play smart to get that op. That's not playing smart. Guys, remember, if you get a Mac 10 that costs $300 more, $350 more, you get a $600 kill reward every single time you eliminate an enemy. That means you can get up the op even faster. And by the way, guys, it's okay if you don't get an op round 3. It's okay. I understand you're nuts with it, but I'm speaking to you as an opper. Sometimes you need to be patient and wait till round 4 or round 5 to get that op because it's not needed. Sometimes you can just roll them over with Mac 10s, AKs, rifles, all these good things. So definitely keep that in mind when you are purchasing weapons and running around the map. Now, I'm going to give you lots of more tips, but first I have to give you a message about how to get the best looking Counter-Strike 2 skins in the game. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, SkinsMonkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. All right, shout out to SkinsMonkey. Thank you very much. Let's curveball into another thing that's very similar to this. I've talked about this on the channel before. Guys, we're buying weapons for the wrong situation. Again, this is more of a low level mistake, but honestly, I've even seen myself suffer when I'm just not thinking or I'm distracted when I'm streaming and reading chat or something on twitch.tv/CoJoMo or I stream over here, guys, on YouTube. So check it out. I'll do something stupid like go window with an SMG. Now, this is an extreme example. I understand that, but a lot of low level players are doing stuff like this. Guys, why are we going window with an MP9 or something? We're taking long range fights with a very close range weapon, right? It's not very smart. But let's talk about this on a higher level because I know that players are suffering from this because I even make this mistake. Say the other team is on an eco, right? And we're on CT side. We're on CT side. We're chilling here. We know they're on Tech 9s. They're on pistols. Guys, why are we playing so close to them? Why are we doing strats like, oh, dude, okay, I'm going to try to push Palace this round. We run in here. Maybe we get one kill. Awesome. We get traded by a Tech 9. Our gun's on the ground. Now they have an AK. They run out Palace and start killing everybody. Why? Guys, if you know the other team is on eco, give yourself distance, give yourself space. Say you're back here playing like from ticket, whatever. They kill you, whatever. Now your gun is down in spawn and they have to run and get it. They actually have to make an effort to go get your AK. So in the meantime, when your teammates are fighting them, at least now they're fighting them with pistols. One of the most frustrating ways for me to die in this game is when I am facing a team that is on eco, but my teammates played very badly and now I'm facing off against players that have rifles, that have all these upgrades. Why? Don't even give them a chance to have those upgrades. It's so silly. It's so foolish. Now, another noob mistake that I see so many players making, but I mean, honestly, this is just a high level mistake too, is you're not looking at the ground for utility. Pros are so unbelievably talented at just scanning the ground for any extra util that might be on dead bodies, stuff like that. In the mid round, obviously after the round, we should always be looking for that extra smoke on the ground, the flash. But specifically, guys, when we are on CT side, what I need you to do is, even if you have an incendiary, I need you to drop that incendiary if you see a molly down, because these mollies are actually more powerful. So if you guys didn't know, this has been an update for a long time. The mollies inside of CS2 actually spread way further than the incendiaries, and they do more damage. So many players don't actually pick these up, and it's detrimental, guys. Like, these are little small things that we're just missing out on, and it's really hurting us. So make sure that if you ever see that utility on the ground, you're picking it up, you're scooping it, and you will be set. Now, this also, there is something that players do pretty badly inside this game too. They forget that they can press E on the gun. So maybe a gun's down here, but they have enemies in spawn. They forget that they can just come here and press E and get the gun. So many players think that they actually have to go run over and pick the gun up like this. Guys, no. Also, another bad thing is, why are we having to look at the gun? If the gun's down here and you think somebody could be ramp, but you just want it. You want it, right? You want to go get that? Sure. Why are we coming over here and looking at it? You should be able to just visualize. Okay, that gun's there. And I come over here and I keep my crosshair. And where they're going to peek me, okay, nobody peeks me. Now I keep my gun out and come back here. It's so important. And so many of us are just trolling ourselves because of that. Now, another noob mistake that players make is they're not using the utility that they have in their inventory. Now, this has been something that's talked about forever, right? We've talked about this since probably utility was added to CS. And I'm not just talking about CS2. I'm talking about Counter-Strike in general, right? From the very birth of it. If you have utility, it's an absolute shame that you're not using it. I see so many times in these retakes, in these post plants, where we have somebody down on 1 HP. Maybe it's the guy on default planting the bomb. All you would have to do is come out here and chuck a nade at him. But because we're not thinking about our util, we're not scanning that side of the map or our screen, we're just completely missing out on it. And you're like, oh, I picked it up, I didn't realize it. Oh, like when I'm in these retakes, I am constantly looking down to my right and glancing. Okay, what do I have? Okay, I have a smoke molly, and I am thinking in my head, what plan can I use to use this? Now, you don't always need to overuse util, right? That absolutely can be another problem where you give your position away. It ends up being really bad for you. But if you're in a safe spot and you can inflict some sort of damage, you are going to win. And think about it, guys. It's not even always just about the damage. It's about the pressure that is created as well. That's why when we're entering out B, sometimes it's good to throw our entry flashes and just run out. Even if they get half blind, even if they're blind for half a second, it helps out so much because it just creates a little bit of pressure. It raises their shoulder a little bit, gets them a little more antsy, because everyone would love to just sit here and farm everybody that runs out. But when they actually have to think about turning away and doing these things, it inflicts that pressure that is so important. Another common situation where we're not using util is like when we're planting bomb, guys. When we're planting bomb, the enemy knows where we are. So one of my favorite things to do is either before or after we plant the bomb. That's a good time to throw some util. And not that one. Do not throw that smoke. It's a good time to throw some util because it actually, it doesn't matter. They should know our general position, and we can actually get that out and then be more dynamic. And that's one of the last things I want to talk about today is you're not being dynamic enough. I think this is the most important thing I teach on this channel because I think it's what makes me a good player. We all have strengths and weaknesses, and I'm really good at flowing around, going back and forth, all these different areas. Guys, make yourself impossible to read. So many of you guys are so easy to play against, and when I'm competing against you, even face level 10s, sometimes even some FPL players and stuff, it's like, okay guys, he's gonna play here, this guy's gonna play this position. So if I get the kill on this guy, and, say they're just playing standard every single round, oh, kill on that guy, I'm already looking over here to catwalk. They're never doing a double setup, they're never dynamically shifting into something. It's like you're so easy to be read. And a lot of you that are newer to the game, this is a problem for you because you're like, why am I just getting destroyed? Is the enemy team cheating? Is the player cheating in my game? No, you're just literally choosing to play the most basic CS ever. Sometimes you need to push. Sometimes you need to get a kill and reposition. A noob, he's going to get an ace like this. They're running out ramp and he's going to sit here and kill every single one like that. What a pro is going to do is he's going to get 1 kill, 2 kill. He's going to flash out here, go up top, boom, come over here, get another kill. Maybe he's going to go right back down and then get more. He's constantly shifting, moving, because that's what you have to do in order to be a good player inside of this game. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please join my Face It Club to compete with me. Right now, we're doing a big event over there where we're facing off against all the different clubs in NA and South America. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys come battle with me and win your share of 3 million Face It points. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm going to keep giving back to you. Shout out to the YouTube members. You guys are absolutely incredible. I'm trying to push towards 15 members on this channel. So thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep working hard. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.